this BS about women being the queen, mother goddesses. I'm just like, what about any of the present behavior that we see being reflected from the modern Black woman speaks to divinity? What about it? What about twerking on babies? Every 15 seconds, I'm seeing these ratchet rappers being promoted. Ratchet rappers doing the most disgusting things being promoted. I already talked about twerking on babies, twerking at Walmart, twerking on gas stations, twerking on themselves, disrespecting themselves, talking about their private parts every 15 seconds. Like, you don't have any other aspects of yourself. Nobody wants to, like, we don't all want to know how you respond in sex. That's all they can talk about, is how they respond in sex. Like, they have no other aspect of their identity. It's all about sex. It's all about how they look. It's all about what they can do. What about that is divine? Nothing. So this hyper focus to try to put women on a pedestal when there are clear reflections of a rebellious spirit is evil and demonic. As I mentioned before, she is not God. Anybody who's going to sit there and tell you that I have the answer and not point you to the Most High, not point you to the Spirit of truth, not point you to God, to Christ, I'm a Christ follower, not pointing you to the Spirit, pointing you to the most ultimate being, if they're not doing that, then they're fooling you. And you can't sit here and say, just because you got some men that you're, and because you're a woman, the truth is on your side, especially when you're going around acting like a fool and your life is in shambles and everybody knows it, including you, which is why you got to go on YouTube to look at people to lie to you, because you want somebody to try to make you feel better because you don't feel good about yourself, because you are experiencing the results of your own actions, and it's not good and it's not healthy. This is why I tell people, don't get it twisted. Don't get caught up and think, oh, because I'm melanin and what's the Eve gene, all this different stuff, all these reasons, all these things that women try to do to put themselves on a pedestal so they cannot look in the mirror and see their sins and see their nakedness and their wickedness staring at them in the mirror. All of this mirage, all of these different things to try to get them from being accountable, it gets in the way of true healing. And this isn't helping. A person now coming in and acting like they're the truth. We don't even know. Like, all we know is what she said. None of it can be verified. All we know is what she said. And she's over here trying to put herself over the manosphere and don't even got a doctorate. Don't even got a bachelor's. Trying to act like she has the answers and the science and the proof. And it's like, honey, you don't even got your bachelor's yet. You still got to get the hours necessary. You're coming against professors and real professionals who have actually written books about this stuff, who have done seminars, who are teaching classes about this stuff. It's not a game. But I think the only reason this stuff can go on is because you do have, like I said, women out there who are trauma. They are broken. They are brokenhearted. They can connect with brokenness, so they can connect with failed relationships or failure. And these kinds of scenarios, telling them it's not your fault, telling them it's man's fault, can kind of be soothing to the soul. It can kind of make you feel a little bit vindicated. Now, it doesn't necessarily help you. It doesn't necessarily help the situation, but it may make you feel good. But again, the problem is, if the problem is you, if the real problem in that scenario is you, and maybe your trauma and your pain or whatever you're not dealing with, or your broken sin nature, or whatever it is that you're doing, if that's your problem, then all the word salad and trying to be a queen and acting like a queen and dressing like a queen and doing your feminine energy today and your masculine energy the other day, none of that is going to matter because you haven't got to the root cause. It ain't about it's not the molecular biology. It's not the masculine cells and the female cells or whatever cells that is being studied. That has nothing to do with having a broken, traumatized spirit. Nothing. It's just word salad. It's just word salad.